Okay, today we are going to see about SPSS, introduction to the SPSS, and how we are going to enter the data in an SPSS software. Okay, uh, let's see what is an SPSS. SPSS is a software program that is used to analyze the scientific data related to that social science. Okay, this SPSS was developed by IBM um, in the year of 2009. The data that obtained in the SPSS is used for surveys, data analysis, data mining, and for research purpose. We are all using that SPSS software. Okay. Next one, there is a two types of views in an SPSS. First one is a variable view. Second one is a data view. Here, see, this is the SPSS data editor. Here, the file, edit, view, data, transform, analyze, these are called pull down menus. Then here you can see the shortcut symbols. These are called toolbars. Each column in a variable, this is called a variable. Here we use to represent a variable. Then this box D3, that called as a case. In an Excel and all, we used to call it as a cell. In a data editor, we used to call it as a case. Here you can see the two views in SPSS. First one is a data view and next one is a variable view. Here only this is a data view. Here only we used to enter the data in SPSS. Data view, it is used to display the data. Here the column that represents the variable, row that represents the individual unit or a group of unit that shares the common values of the variable. And next one is a variable view. In that variable view, it is used to display the informations of a variable in the data set. And next you can see here variable name. The name, it is used to give the name of that particular variable. Next, type. The type, it allows for various types for displaying. For example, numerical, string, character, whatever the type, floating point, you can choose. There is n number of types for your data set. What type you need, you can choose by using this type. Next one is a label. It allows for the longer description of the variable name. Next one, values. This values allows for the longer descriptions of variable levels. For example, in the values, for example, I am using the variable name is called as a gender. For the particular gender, there will be a two values is called as a male and then female. In values, I can give the detailed description about. For example, 1 for male and 2 for female. I can enter the values like this. Okay, next one, measure. Measure means it allows the choice of the measurements of the scale. What type of values we are using, whether it is a nominal or ordinal, what kind of data using, it used to measure that particular values. Okay, next one, we are going to see about quantitative versus qualitative data. There are two types of data can be categorized into two. First one is a quantitative and the next one is a qualitative. Quantitative means it used to express as the numbers or it can be quantified. Simply we put quantified data can be measured by numerical values. Here are the example for the numerical values. For example, the room of the temperature is, we used to say 10 degrees Celsius or 32 degree. We have to use represents the values in the number. For other example, what the weight of the person or the subject mark you have scored in XY subject. We used to ask like that. They will give the reply that in the numbers. What are the data? The values that represents the numbers is called as a quantitative data. Qualitative data means a data that cannot be expressed in numbers and we can't measure that data. Instead of that, the data will be in a word or a picture or a symbols, but not in a number. Like that of data is called as the quantitative data. Here are the example of the quantitative data. For example, we have to say what's your favorite color. We used to tell it like a blue or green in a words, not in a numbers. This is called quantitative data. Next one, the quantitative data is further is divided into two types: nominal and ordinal. Nominal means it's a categorical variable. Categorical variable in the sense, for example, here gender, I can represent a male or the female. This gender will comes under the nominal data. It is a categorical variable. An ordinal variable means the values can be ordered or ranked the variables. For example, in a feedback we used to say for very good there will be a 5 mark, good there will be a 4 mark. It's okay that it will be rank it as 3. Likewise we are using that is comes under the ordinal data. Next one, the quantitative data is for divided into two types: interval and then ratio. In an interval there will be a no fixed interval and there is no true zero values. Here the value of a 0, it will be not like that much more when compared to ratio. In a ratio there will be a fixed interval. For example, 2's count, 5's count, 10's count, there will be a fixed interval, and here the 0 also has the value. See the scale of measurement: categorical and continuous. The categorical is divided into two types: nominal, ordinal. The continuous scale is divided into two types: interval and then ratio.